Mahindra Thar to Hyundai Creta, cars getting cheaper with GST 2.0. Small and medium cars at 18%, luxury at 40%. Previously, cars paid 28% GST plus a compensation cess depending on size and engine. Small petrol cars paid just 1% cess, 29% total, small diesels 3%, 31% total. Many mid-large cars paid 28% GST with 15% cess, 43% total, while SUVs hit 28% GST with 22% cess, a steep 50% total. With GST 2.0, the cess is gone. Small and medium cars moved to 18%, while luxury and larger vehicles moved to 40%. Next up, let's look at model-wise savings under GST 2.0. For hatchbacks, the tax rate has been reduced to 18%, compared to the earlier 29% for most petrol cars and 31% for small diesel cars. Let's talk about the Maruti Suzuki Alto K10. Earlier, it was taxed at 28% plus 1% cess, totaling 29%. Now, under GST 2.0, the rate has dropped to 18%. That means the price comes down from 4.23 lakh rupees to around 3.81 lakh rupees, a saving of about 42,000 rupees. Next, we have the Maruti Suzuki Swift and Dzire. Earlier, both carried a tax of 28% GST plus 1% cess, totaling 29%. Under GST 2.0, the rate is now just 18%. That means buyers can expect savings of around 60,000 rupees on these models. Moving on to the Hyundai Grand i10 with the 1.2-litre engine. Earlier, it was taxed at 28% GST plus 1% cess, making it 29%. Under GST 2.0, the rate has dropped to 18%. This brings down the cost by about 47,000 rupees. Maruti Suzuki S-Presso with a 1.0-litre engine. It was taxed at 28% GST plus 1% cess, total 29%. The rate has come down to 18% GST, giving buyers a benefit of around 43,000 rupees. Tata Tiago with its 1.2-litre engine. It was taxed at 28% GST plus 1% cess, making it 29%. The rate has dropped to 18%, resulting to savings of about 50,000 rupees. Renault Kwid with a 1.0-litre engine. Previously, it was taxed at 28% GST plus 1% cess, totaling 29%. Under GST 2.0, the rate is now 18%, which means buyers save around 40,000 rupees. Certain compact SUVs now qualify for just 18% GST, thanks to their smaller engine size and shorter overall length. Tata Nexon earlier paid 28% GST plus 1% cess on petrol variants and 3% cess on diesel variants, that's 29% and 31% effective tax. Now, under GST 2.0, both qualify for a flat 18% with no cess, saving buyers nearly 80,000 rupees. For mid and large SUVs and MUVs, taxes were higher earlier, 28% GST plus 15 to 22% cess, which added up to about 43 to 50% in total. But under GST 2.0, that cess is gone. Now, these vehicles are taxed at a flat 40%. Hyundai Creta. Earlier, it was taxed at 28% GST plus 15% cess, a total of 43%. Now, under GST 2.0, it falls to a flat 40%, leading to about a 3% price drop. The Mahindra Thar earlier attracted 28% GST plus a hefty cess of up to 22%, taking the total tax to around 45 to 50%, depending on the variant. Now, the cess is removed, and the Thar falls under a flat 40% GST slab. The Mahindra Scorpio had 28% GST plus a 22% cess, taking the total tax to 50%. Now, the cess is gone, and the Scorpio comes under a flat 40% GST slab. The Toyota Innova Crysta carried 28% GST plus a 22% cess, making the total tax 50%. Now, the cess is fully removed, and it falls under a flat 40% GST slab. Starting September 6, 2025, Mahindra is passing on the full GST 2.0 benefits to customers. Buyers of their ICE SUV portfolio can now save up to 1.56 lakh rupees, depending on the model. This includes popular models like the XUV 3.0, Thar, Scorpio, and XUV 700, with GST rates dropping from as high as 48% earlier to just 40% under the new system.